are you doing to offer more flexible work for your employees in your workplace? I'm speaking soon at the AHRI conference in Perth, that's the Australian Human Resources Institute, and I'm speaking about the future of work. And as part of my research into what I'll be talking about, I was looking at what employees want now, and one of those things is more flexible work options. And so I was looking at what's happening around the world with other organizations, other businesses, specific industries. And I came across this case study of Iceland. So Iceland at the moment has about 90% of its workers who enjoy a 4-day work week. So rather than the traditional 5-day work week, Monday to Friday, most Icelanders work a 4-day work week. And that doesn't mean that they lose 20% of their salary because they're not working that extra day. In fact, they're being paid exactly the same salary or wages, and they're expected to produce, so have the same output, the same productivity, but they only work over 4 days. Now, it doesn't mean they get 20% of their time off. Iceland hasn't gone as far as that, so they've gone down to, rather than 80% of your time, of your hours, they've gone to 90%. So instead of the traditional 40-hour work week, most Icelanders work a 36-hour work week. So if you do the maths, it means instead of having 5 8-hour days, they have 4 9-hour days. So each day is a bit longer, but they haven't made it all up to 40 hours. They're still working fewer hours, but they get the same salary and have the same productivity. In fact, the research shows that productivity has either stayed steady or in some cases has even improved, because people get more done when they're trying to compress it into their 4 days. And another reason that productivity has stayed the same or improved is that employees like it better. It's improved, dramatically improved things like mental health and well-being, and more work-life balance, more gender equality, because especially men who were previously working 5 days a week now have more time to spend with their families. So it's been a real positive for Iceland. And this is just one of the models around flexible work. It's not the only one, of course, but I wonder, is it something that you can adopt? Now, Iceland is a small country, it's only about 500,000 people, so we're not talking about much larger countries. But they started with a pilot project, and I wonder whether you could do the same. We've got this war for talent at the moment, and the best people are looking for where they want to work, and one of the highest priorities that they have is flexible work. And there's some others as well, but flexible work ranks pretty high, especially for the younger generations like Generation Z. Oh, this is one of the things now that they expect. It's expected as a norm rather than something that's seen as a perk. And I know there are some bosses and managers who say they're entitled, they're young, they need to pay their dues before they can start demanding conditions like this. And the Gen Zs go, we don't care. If you don't provide that, we'll find somebody else who does. So when I say start this as a pilot project, I mean, what if you were the pilot project for your industry? And what if others in the industry aren't doing it? It's not the norm. That doesn't stop you from doing it yourself. In fact, there might be very good business reasons for offering that, because you will attract the best people to your workplace. Just an idea. Have a go. So be the Iceland for your industry. And it might just be one of the things that you can do to provide the environment that's going to attract the best talent, which will help you in the future of work. I'll be talking about this and other things very soon in an online presentation about the future of work. And this idea of attracting the best people is one of the 4 elements of the future of work. So come along. It's free, it's public, it's open to everybody. And I'll talk about each of those 4 elements. And I'll give you some practical things that you can do in each one of those 4 areas. And because it's open to everybody, feel free to invite others in your team and your organization as well. I'll see you in the future.